Namaskar. Kathak. The word Kathak comes from a word called Katha. Katha means a story. A person who tells a story is a Kathak. Katha kahe so Kathak. A person who tells a story is a Kathak. Kathak hails from the northern part of India. Though it started ages ago and we don't have a confirmed date as to when it originated, but we do have certain theories regarding this. It started as a little folk dance where people from the villages gathered together and started narrating their stories in the form of music, dance and drama. These were little bands that got together and they started discussing the social conditions, the environmental issues or whatever took their fancy. They were singing, dancing and doing the drama together. Gradually what happened is these little bands started traveling from one place to another. These stories now started traveling, very similar to what we have our today's television, giving us information as to what's happening in different parts of the country. When these little bands of people or Kathaks were invited by the people who had power, which is in the northern part of India, the temples. That is where the second stage of Kathak emerges. These Kathakars walked into the temples. Here, the focus was the god or the goddess. Therefore, the content of the story also changed. The Kathakars started taking stories from our Ramayana, Mahabharata and various other epics that were there within our cultural heritage. The stories were more spiritual and religious. These centers became popular where art was nourished and therefore the culture of performing arts and fine arts was emerging and growing in a big way. Emergence of the third stage. What happens now? These Kathakars or the Kathaks now traveled all the way to Persia, to Turkey, where you see flamenco dance, which is very similar. Similarly, you have tap dancing. Once again, you have the similarity between Kathak and tap. Flamenco, Rakshaki, which is another Egyptian dance. So you see the similarity of Kathak is there, celebrated in their dance forms as well. It's only when the Mughals came to India and settled in India, dance was given its proper third stage. Dance was now nurtured as a performing art and everything around dance was nurtured in an equal passion. Architecture, fine art, painting, drawing, designing, everything else was a part of Kathak now. Storytelling was much more polished and sophisticated in the third era. The fourth stage of Kathak we celebrate as the contemporary Kathak. Here, the technique went through a transition. We are now adapting our style of dancing with various other dance forms without actually losing its authentic ideology behind the dance. The stories we are telling is also perhaps contemporary. We're talking about the environment or the war issues or peace. We could be dealing with topics that concern us today. For example, bullying in school. All this forms a part of our storytelling in the contemporary style of Kathak. So primarily, let's sum it up. We have the four stages. The first one being the folk dance, the second being the temple, the third being the Mughal, and the fourth being the contemporary Kathak. Natya Karma. Now this is a particular shoka which is of extreme importance to every performing artist, especially a dancer. It teaches you how to do the eye and hand coordination and later on lead to perfection, which is to achieve the rasa. Yato hasta tato drishti. Where the hands are, the eyes follow. Yato drishti tato manha. Wherever the man is where you already have your concentration. When you concentrate, you make new things. You master a skill, whatever your skill is, you then take it away into the world with the confidence that is very much needed in order to share with the audiences. Now, the rasa that is going to be created here is not going to be on the basis of what a dancer is coming out with. It's about how she or he interacts with the audiences. Rasa is only created when there is correspondence, when there is a give and take, when there is a mutual reciprocation of feelings. That is what rasa is all about. Yato hasta tato drishti, yato drishti tato manha, yato manha tato bhava, yato bhava tato rasa. Let's do this together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yato hasta tato drishti, yato drishti tato manha, yato manha tato bhava, yato bhava tato rasa. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like every other classical dance form, Kathak also has its two very clear and distinct segments. The first, which deals with the technique, it's called the Nritta. And the second one, which is the Nritya, which expresses all the abhinaya or the expressional part of the dance form. Let's deal with the Nritta first, which deals with the technique. We start with the footwork, which is based on a structured form of a tal, which goes slower, then goes medium, fast, and then it goes on faster. The footwork or the Tatkaar, followed by the Hastak are the hand movements. We then have the spins, which are the chakkars, followed by the chal, which is the stylized way of walking. Then we come to the first segment of the Nritta piece, which is the toda or the tukra, small pieces, followed by tihais, which is one piece of bowl repeated 3 times. Then we have other segments attached to it, which are, say, the paran or the uthans or the chakradar tukras or the guts, and the repertoire goes on and on and on. The technique grows wider and deeper. The Nritya aspect of the Kathak consists of the shlokas, the vandanas, the stutis, the bhajans, the tumris, which are a speciality, and various other items. Let's explore the two aspects of Kathak, the Nritta and the Nritya. Tatkaar, which means the footwork. What we are going to demonstrate right now to you is based on the Teen Tala, which is the 16 beat cycle. The footwork has to be carried on along with the tabla bowls and the music that is being played, which is the lehra. The footwork goes like this: a right, left, right and a heel, left, right, left and a heel. The bowls are ta, thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, tat. Let's try it out. Tatkaar, which is the footwork. The footwork is the very base of any other classical dance form, but here in Kathak it is of vital importance. The first thing we need to do is align our bodies, stand in a V, in a natural V position with our heels together with a fist difference between the heels, toes apart, align, don't lock your knees but keep them supple, turn out your torso, pull in your stomach muscles, chest out and body straight, chin up. Place your head right above the shoulders. Tatkaar, the footwork. Dr. Pratna is going to join me with the footwork. We go flat, flat, flat and a heel, flat, flat, flat and a heel. Again a flat, 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 a heel and a left, right, left, heel. Let's try this on the music, Pratna, shall we?
Sure.
Ta, thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei, ta, ta, a, thei, thei, ta, 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 thei, thei,
already tried the two speeds of Tatkaar, the slow and the medium. Let's try the faster ones. Obviously, our muscles are strong enough now. There's enough oxygen in our muscles and they are supple enough to take the load. Let's go faster. Hastas or the hand movements. Now we normally start at this position, which is called the Utpatti. Wherever our hands go, they come back home. This home position is the Utpatti. On 360-degree angles, wherever they go, they come back home. Hastas or the hand movements. Let's explore. Hastak or the hand movements. Do concentrate on torso and above. According to the depth or the breadth of your face, levy two tracks going straight up and down. The second movement on your shoulder level. The third, according to your torso, make two circles right in front of you, deviating on your sides and coming back to position 1. Step number 4, you twist and turn, go back, bend and come back. Similarly, do the same thing on your left. These are the 4. The 5th one is in a diagonal. In this line, this is almost like drawing lines, abstract lines according to your body. The first one up, a frisbee movement, bring it back, and the left, bring it back. On your side, turn it over, bring it back, open, turn it over, bring it back. Number 3, move forward, go on your side, bring it down below your ears and back to position. The left one forward, take it to your side, bring it to your left ear and here. Number 4, twist and turn and back, bring it forward and on your left, bring it back. Number 5, diagonal, bring it back and the next diagonal, bring it back. Now, put the structure on